Elizabeth Tudor I was Queen of England and Ireland from the 17th of November, 1558, until her death in 1603. Sometimes referred to as the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth was the last of the 5 monarchs of the House of Tudor. She ruled for 70 years from 1533 to the 24th of March 1603. Before her death, Elizabeth refused permission for a post-mortem to be conducted, leaving the cause of her death forever shrouded in mystery. While the cause of her death still remains unknown, the Queen is said to have possibly died from the use of a very lethal mixture of makeup. Makeup isn't a modern practice as many would think. We get our first glimpse of cosmetics in ancient Egypt, where makeup served as a marker of wealth believed to appeal to the gods. The elaborate eyeliner characteristic of Egyptian art appeared on men and women as early as the 4000th of BCE. Now we are used to makeup industries worth of billions of dollars, makeup tutorials taking pride of place on YouTube, and a widespread fascination with all things beauty. However, before any of this, there was a very basic approach to the art of makeup using some extremely dangerous substances. In her youth, the Queen is said to have used light makeup and later started using heavy makeup on a daily basis. It is said that the makeup would be an inch thick, giving her a snow-white look with significantly red lips. Her makeup was known as Venetian shrews, meaning spirits of Saturn. Before we talk about how the makeup possibly killed the Queen, we need to understand why the Queen decided to always cover her face with a thick layer of makeup. It is known that the Queen suffered from smallpox in 1560, to which left her face scarred. Smallpox was a serious, highly contagious infection caused by a virus. Survivors of smallpox were left with permanent scars over large areas of their body, especially the faces. The reason the Queen got so accustomed to her heavy makeup was probably to cover the scars she suffered as a complication of smallpox. So what exactly made this makeup dangerous? It is said that the makeup's primary ingredients were vinegar, white lead, and mercury. This explains her snow-white iconic face. Lead is a very toxic substance that can accumulate in multiple body organs, including in teeth and bones, and can lead to death. The Queen is said to have suffered loss of hair and teeth, and in the last few years of her life, she refused to have a mirror in any of her rooms. The lipstick she used is said to have been cinnabar. Cinnabar is a mineral containing mercury. Mercury poisoning can cause memory loss, depression, or in extreme cases, death. Unfortunately for her, the Queen began wearing a wig following her hair loss. The wig was dyed red with even more mercury. It is not exactly surprising that by the end of her life, she was reported to be in a state of deep depression. In her time, this type of makeup was routinely used by many women. But the unique thing about Elizabeth is that she would leave Venetian shrews makeup on her skin for several days to a week instead of washing it off as other women would. The duration the makeup stayed on her face was enough for the toxic substances in the makeup to get absorbed through her skin and cause damage. When the time to remove her makeup came, she would use a concoction of eggshells, alum, and even more mercury, which worsened the effects of these toxic substances in her body. Chronic use of these substances made her skin even more bad, which led her to use even more makeup to cover her real image. It is important to note that these substances she used were only considered toxic globally 31 years after her death. The Queen later died quietly on March 24, 1603. Her death still is a mystery because no post-mortem was done to ascertain the actual cause, but many believe she died out of blood poisoning from her lethal makeup. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.